been shot, and I've always heard people say that when they get shot that it burns, and it really burns. It really, really burns.
This man shot by a stray bullet while he was doing yard work, sharing his story exclusively with KOIN 6. Welcome to KOIN 6 News at 11. I'm Dan Tilkin. Jeff and Elizabeth are off tonight. The man is the latest victim of the dramatic rise in gun violence. It's one of two shootings police are investigating in southeast Portland that happened just hours apart. The first shooting near 82nd and Inslee, officers say one person was seriously hurt. The other on southeast 174th Avenue, where a stray bullet pierced a home and almost hit a child in a bathtub. Another bullet hitting that man outside his house. Our Jenny Young spoke with him tonight in an interview you'll see only on KOIN 6. Jenny.
Dan, he was in and out of the hospital that same day. He says he is thankful that this was not worse. He told me that his granddaughter stays with him quite often, and he's even more thankful that she was not at the house that day.
Mia, grab the bullet for Papa, will you? We found the bullet. We found the bullet after.
This is the bullet that Jim Keller says pierced his ankle, then made its way through both of his front doors, through this wall, and then through a recycling bag in his kitchen.
Then it went through here, through the bag, out the bag. There's a hole, and I found it under the dog's bowl.
That's Jim's son, Dustin, who also showed us where another stray bullet went through two walls in his father's bedroom.
So it entered here and then hit right there on the door frame and went through that wall.
Dustin, what do you think whenever you think about what could have happened to your dad?
Oh, that's scary. I just don't like him living in the city.
On Thursday, Jim became Portland's latest victim of stray gunfire.
I've pretty much seen him shoot me.
Police say two people started shooting at each other, and Jim, who just finished up some yard work, was shot. Investigators found several stray bullets in one of the apartments across from Jim's house. We learned one of those bullets barely missed a child who was taking a bath. 2 hours earlier, around 4 in the afternoon, officers responded to this shooting scene about 6 miles away.
First thing I heard was just a bunch of, it's like a volley of just like quick fire, like a and then several singular shots.
That man tells us he took off running when he saw and heard shots fired.
I'm surprised I got out of there with unharmed. I've been replaying it over and over in my head, wondering how I'm still alive.
PPB says someone who was shot here showed up at the hospital severely wounded. They haven't said if that person was involved in the crime. Investigators say they later recovered a vehicle used in the shooting, as well as these 3 guns.
It could happen anywhere. Everybody thinks their neighborhood, and I was the same way. Thought my neighborhood's safe. I've never had any problem here. What I'm saying is that it can happen anywhere. It doesn't matter what neighborhood you're in.
PPV says that they did arrest one person they believe was involved in that shootout that injured Jim. They haven't brought charges against that person, though, and they are looking for a second suspect. We will, of course, follow this, and we'll continue to let you know what we find out. Reporting live tonight, Jenny Young, KOIN 6 News.